Representative Lauren Boebert weighed in on President Joe Biden's disastrous debate performance last month against former president and convicted criminal Donald Trump. And it's as dumb as you would expect. So you can see a bunch of pictures of Biden getting a vaccine and Boebert saying, I wonder what could have caused Joe Biden's rapid physical and cognitive decline. So she's basically doing her version of vaxxed. Now, look, this is stupid, even for Lauren Boebert, but it gets dumber. She got a bunch of people agreeing with her. For example, anti-vaxxer Joey Manarino saying, quote, that COVID vaccine has claimed so many lives. It didn't. It's not true. And Biden's brain was already bad. It didn't stand a chance against a clot shot. Well, okay, first of all, COVID vaccinations actually prevented about 14.4 million deaths. Yes. From COVID-19 in about 185 countries and territories between December 8th, 2020 and December 8th, 2021. So in a year, it prevented 14 million deaths. But sure, let's talk about how, the COVID vaccine. No, it didn't. It didn't. It actually literally saved lives, okay? Millions of lives saved. But at what cost, says Manarino and Boebert? Joe Biden's brain? Look, the man is 81 years old and literally has the most stressful job on the planet. I would personally prefer that he steps aside and lets Kamala Harris take over on the ticket. I am coconut pilled, okay? It's time to get in that coconut tree and let Kamala have a crack at this whole president thing. Or at least hold a real primary in order to get people excited and talk about the next generation of Democrats. Either way, I think that either of those things is better than what we have now, and just riding it out and hoping that, oh dear God, independents who, right now have little trust in Biden's cognitive abilities, have them stay home or vote for Donald Trump and then have Agenda 2025. So all I care about at this point, I don't care how we do it, we just got to stop Donald Trump, all right? We can tend to the rest later, okay? That aside, claiming that it's the vaccine that made Biden show his age is really something, and that something is wrong, okay? Because if it did do that, then what exactly is your excuse, Lauren?
A teleprompter properly.
And then, of course, we're just going to sit there and ignore Donald Trump, who seems to be having his own cognitive issues.
I think you should take a cognitive test like I did. I took a cognitive test and I aced it. Dr. Ronnie Johnson. Does everyone know Ronnie Johnson, congressman from Texas? He was the White House doctor. How good did Elise Stepanek do? We've endorsed Dr. Oz. We've endorsed JP, right? JD Mandel, and he's doing great. Jimmy Connors is good. He's also happy.
Mike Bolton, John Bolton is here. Mike Bolton, as you know, is in Russia.
And there was progress today. I look forward to solving it.
Thank you, Steve.
It was Trump's fault. It's always Trump's fault. Can it ever be like Rick Gates' fault? I mean, it's always Trump's fault, Rick.
By the way, they never report the crowd on January 6th. Nikki Haley, did you know they destroyed all of the information, all of the evidence, everything? Deleted and destroyed all of it. All of it.
Person, woman, man, camera, TV. I'm cognitively there.
Okay. Shout out to Midas Touch on that one, by the way. That's a pretty good compilation right there. Now, look, the internet, of course, jumped on the Colorado carpetbagger, starting with comedian screenwriter Jay Black, who tweeted this. Low blow, Lauren. Which is weird, because you usually save those for when you're at the theater.
Sexual anarchy.
Another person rightly asks, hey, what's your excuse then when you don't know what you're talking about during hearings? And of course, she is referring to this little display that happened recently.
Do you understand the ruling?
Do you understand the
I
ruling
do.
of the Supreme Court?
I do, and so your question is ill-formed. No,
Will you
we're
be
not
repealing?
We're not gonna stop.
You're going to unconstitutionally continue with these
We're going to
rulemakings.
We're going to adhere to the Supreme Court and continue to
So
do
which
continue to do
rulemakings are you going to roll back?
We're going to adhere to the Supreme Court and continue to do our work in accordance to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court
So which
made a
ones are you
ruling.
going to repeal?
The Supreme Court didn't tell us to repeal anything.
They have been deemed unconstitutional.
No.
Absolutely, they have. This was a huge victory.
The Loper-Bright ruling, as you know, said that the courts should not defer to agency rulemaking if a statute is ambiguous, and instead the courts get to determine whether or not what the statute means. Is that your understanding as well?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that would not require any regulations to be reversed or overturned, correct?
Correct.
Stupid. Stupid. You idiot.
Okay. I'm sorry. I love that. The guy's like laughing at her because I mean, how else are you supposed to take that? She has no idea what she's talking about. Now, there's more. Criminologist Brooklyn Flowers, in her comment, referred to some other things. For example, the legal problems Boebert's son is currently experiencing, which is 22 counts, including theft. She said this: "Did you ever hire an attorney for your son? While you're worried about President Biden, fix the madness in your own home. Because if he's doing these things at 18, it could only get worse." Well, I mean, let's just say the apple does not fall far from the tree in the Boebert family, or the bush, in this case. I mean, yes, her family's an absolute disaster. And I don't know, it might have something to do with their parenting. You could only assume, right? And no, I don't think she did ever hire an attorney for him. In fact, I think he's probably going to end up getting a public defender. And so, hey, where's that congressional salary going? Not weird. But anyway, finally, conservative physician Dr. Larry Greer also took a shot, saying, quote, "Please, Lauren, people think you're stupid already. You don't have to try so hard." To be fair, I don't think that she's trying. Okay, I don't think she's trying to be stupid. Okay, I'm just going to say, maybe she's born with it, or maybe it's MAGA. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.